Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. So today I wanted to share a review and a demo of the newest Mcgrath Golden Opulence eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to do one simple eye look, and this is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. So I'm going to show you how I got this look, and I'm going to do some swatches, and then I'm going to give you my final thoughts. If this is your first time clicking on my channel, hi, my name is Angie. I hope you stay and subscribe for more beauty videos. I upload 2 to 3 times a week, and without further ado, let's start. Alrighty friends, Golden Opulence from Pat. I wish you can see it in person because I don't think the camera will do it justice, but it is a texture kind of feel, the compact, and it is really pretty, stunning red. It is a limited edition palette due to the lunar year for Chinese New Year's, and this one is raised, the gold accents in here. When you open it up, it is magnetic closure. And when you do get your palette, you get a film with all the names of, the names of the shades. If you care about the names, they're actually not engraved into the palette, and they're not at the back either. So that's kind of like, it sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. This beauty cost me $85, and I didn't have to pay shipping for it. I'm from Toronto and I got it maybe a week after, so it wasn't even available on Sephora website whenever I got it. So I was pleased about that. I didn't have to pay duties either. I know Pat is being a little bit controversial lately because her customer service isn't the greatest. They take a long time to ship stuff, and I don't know, it's just a little bit messy. But in my experience this time around, I didn't have any troubles ordering the palette. I got the email right away after I paid for it, and then a few days after it was shipped, and then I got it. So currently is out of stock on Sephora's website, and it retails for $86. I paid $85 on her website, and as I said, is the Sublime Golden Opulence eyeshadow palette. It says rich pigments ranging from glittering golds and non-tricolor nudes to romantic shining roses, floodlights with glimmering color to create stunning vivid looks. It is limited edition for Lunar New Year. Right now, they only have 9 reviews on Sephora, or 10, and they're rating the palette at 4 and 3 stars. So it's good rating. Now let's start with swatches. I'm gonna start with top this way and then down. So the first shade I'm gonna swatch is Eternal Opulence. So I like to do live swatches so you can really see the pigmentation of the shades. So that's the shade I'm wearing in my inner corners, and I'm really happy about the pigmentation. This thing won't stay open, so it keeps coming back up. If you see me struggling to keep it open while I'm swatching, that's the reason why. The next one is Tranquility, which is a stunning transition shade, so blendable, so easy to work with, no problems at all. The next one is the shade Lotus Lux. I'm sorry if I'm butchering those names, and it is that really pretty shade, and that's the one I'm wearing in the inner third part of my lid. Struggling. Let me wipe my fingers. The next one I'm going to swatch is Prosperity, which is the deepest in her palette, the brown. It's actually a super pigmented shade, and I put that in my outer V. No trouble blending, super nice to work with. The next one is Moonface. This is what it looks like. Stunning shade. And then the last one is the Gold, which is called Gold Fortune. Can you see how flaky this one is? It is really pigmented, but this one had a ton of fallout. I was surprised. So after I was finished packing on those colors on my eyelids, I realized how much fallout I had. But yeah, so these are the swatches. Super neutral, only like 2 pop of colors really, like these two, and this one is a little bit of a neutral kind of thing. Alright friends, now we're just gonna jump onto the eye look, and I'm gonna put up the name of the shade that I used because I forgot to mention it, then I'm just gonna come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay friends, so let's start by prepping our eyelids, and I'm gonna be using my Anastasia primer as usual. The first shade I'm going to take is the light brown, and I'm going to use it as a transition shade. Then I'm going to take the darker brown, and I'm going to take it on my Worker Pro from Sonia G. And I'm going to build that color in the outer V. That's a really pigmented shade, as you can see. I'm just like tapping. Just like so, just to deepen out the outer V. Then I'm going to pick up my Sonia Builder Pro, and I'm going to dip into this shade in the middle, the rose gold shade. Just calling my name. And I'm going to put it in the middle of my eyelid. And this is going dry. Then I'm going to turn my brush, and I'm going to go into now I'm going to put it in the innermost part of my eye. And these shades has fallout. I have fallout all over my under eye. And plus it's going on dry, so probably if I wet it, maybe we don't get that much fallout. Let's try that. Alright, for my lower lash line, I'm going to take a flat brush like this. I already dipped into the darker brown, so I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to stamp it close to my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna wet this tiny brush for my inner corners and the inner part of my lower lash line, and I'm going to highlight. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish off with purple liner, lashes, and I'll be right back. Alrighty friends, so this is my look completed. This is what my eye makeup looks like. I think it came out super pretty. I only used the roses. That's what I was the most drawn into this palette. I didn't use the gold shade, which I could in next tutorial. If you want me to do another look with it, I'll be happy to do it. But today I just wanted to try the formula and just do one simple look and then just give you my thoughts on it. I really loved this palette. I think it was super easy to work with. I didn't have any trouble with any of the shades at all. I loved this middle shade. If I can not glaze you. I loved this for transition. I thought it was the perfect shade for my skin tone, you know, to do that really blended, blown out transition shade. This brown, I was a little bit scared that was going to be a little bit patchy, but I was tapping and blending, being really careful not to put too much at once and then be stuck, you know, not being able to blend it. I made sure that I used eyeshadow primer. I did use my Anastasia, I think I mentioned it, because I feel like these shadows by Mcgrath, I only have her golden opulence, and I find that every time I use it, if I don't use eyeshadow primer, I feel like it doesn't blend as well. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just me, but that's like my thing nowadays. But anyway, and then I loved this shade. It's super pigmented, and I put that in the inner third of my eyes. I love that. This one I was expecting a little bit more. I mean, it was pigmented, but I had to like really pack it on and then used my finger to really get it there, but I was happy nonetheless. And then my inner corner, perfection. I have super bright inner corners, so I'm happy about this one. So pretty much the only shade I didn't use was the gold, so I need inspiration for an all golden look for next time. Alrighty friends, if you couldn't tell, I really liked this palette. I think it was super special. I think it's really comparable to her latest Rose palette. I didn't get that one, and so that's why when I saw this one, because that one is like the bigger guy, right? It's like the pricey one, so I didn't want to buy the rose one. But then I felt like this one, you do get this rosy shade, and this one in like the pop of gold. I think it's a nice you know, a range of colors. I think it's super neutral, but you can take it really, you know, festive and out there like I just did, or you could do a really smoky with that brown because it's super pigmented, as you can see here, and it blended so easy. So I'm super happy about this palette. I think it's worth the price tag. Again, I didn't have any trouble placing my order or getting my palette on time, anything like that, so I can speak of that. But I know that it's been a lot talking about this issue, and she's saying that she's working really hard to fix it, so we'll see what 2020 brings for her. But nonetheless, I really liked Golden Opulence. I think it's worth the price, worth the money. I think it's worth the splurge. So for anyone out there, look at these guys. Alrighty friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video and demo of the Golden Opulence by Mcgrath. Leave me comments down below. Let me know, what did you think of the palette? Did you like this eye makeup look? Did you want to see a gold makeup look? I think I want to do one gold, but let me know. I'm not sure if it's too repetitive. Do give me a thumbs up if you enjoy, and don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down there, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye!